Perfect.
Okay, hello guys. My name's Lindsay Cheatham, and I am a national level bikini competitor and personal trainer. And I have Courtney Lane on the line with me today, and I'm just going to be guiding her through how to use myfitness to track your calories, but mostly, more importantly, your macros. So this is kind of the method that we use with our online training clients and even our in-person clients, so that they can interchange their foods that they're eating each day. So for example, say on your meal plan you have eggs and oatmeal, and instead of oatmeal you would like to have Ezekiel toast or an English muffin. You guys will have the ability to change that up yourself. No changing it with donuts and Pop-Tarts and junk like that, but sticking to as many whole clean foods as possible. So what I'm going to do is just do a screen share here of my Fitness Pal on the computer. So first off, I wanted to share something really cool with you guys. If you actually go to your settings right up top here, so you have to do this from your desktop, you can't, or your laptop, you can't do it from the phone. You can actually change your diary settings, and you can change your meal names. So I think on it, when you originally open it up, it says like breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, or something like that. But you will typically be on anywhere from 4 to 6 meals per day. So if you want to label them differently, like I have, that might be a cool way to do it. So then what you would want to do is set your goals. So you can do this either from your phone or the computer. But if you look at this here, we're just focusing on our daily nutrition goals. We don't want to actually track any calories or any workouts, I'm sorry, because we don't want to edit our exercise. When you track your exercise in there, it can add calories in, so you don't want to do that. So I'm not sure why that's on there, but let's see if I can put it to 0. Okay, so I'm putting all of that at 0. I don't want it adding calories to my nutrition plan. So let's just look at this one here. Courtney, do you want to go ahead and share your current plan? Do you have that in front of you?
I do. You know what? I could open it up on my phone.
Okay, so you can just give me your macros, and then I will show on the webinar here how to edit it.
Okay. So for approximate calories on lifting days, right?
Yeah, let's just go with that one. That's fine.
Okay, so 1441.
Okay. And then what were your protein, fat, and carbs?
So protein, it says 151 grams.
Okay, cool. So what we want to do then is adjust the percentages to get as close to that number as we can here.
Okay.
So 151 grams. And sometimes, unless you have like the unlocked version of Fitness Pal, which you have to pay for, you can't get it exact sometimes. So let's play around with it. What is your fat?
37.
And then what were your carbs?
Carbs are 126.
Oh, okay, so the carbs worked out perfectly. 126. Okay, so the protein and fat are a little off, but that's okay because you know what your numbers are, right?
Yep.
So we're going to save that. And then let's log your first meal, for example. So do you remember what that was?
Shakeology.
Okay. What flavor?
The chocolate vegan.
Okay. let's see. And then when they have the little green thing next to it, that means it's like a verified food. But
Okay.
I'm sure this is accurate too. So we're going to add that in. And then you can see, okay, it has, your calories, how many carbs, how much fat and protein, sodium and sugar. So what's your next meal? Is that the only thing you're having, or you have milk or something with it?
I did it with water, and then I put in a cup of frozen cherries.
Okay. So this is something that you would want to scan from your phone, or you can add it in from your computer if you wish. Typically, cherries are all the same. You just have to make sure that you're putting in the right portion size. So if it says 1 cup here, but you only had half a cup, you would want to change it to 0.5. So you've had half a serving, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it'll give you those as well.
Okay.
So let's just say, for instance, instead you wanted to have strawberries in your shake instead of cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It doesn't have to be exactly, the same as the cherries as far as the portion size. Actually, strawberries are probably lower in calories, and you could probably have more.
Okay.
So see, 1 cup is 77 calories. So if we went to 0.5, so it's a little bit less of calories. But say you did want to have strawberries in your shake in the morning, that would be fine. The main thing is, by the end of the day, you need to have hit very close to your goal.
Okay.
This is your goal. Okay, so you can interchange your foods throughout the day, but you want to have your carbs as close to 126, your fat is close to 37 because that was your goal, and then your protein was 151. Was that what it was, or
protein is 151? Yep.
okay? So those are the numbers you want to make sure that you're trying to hit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So if I go over, like, calorie wise, but I still hit my carbs, fat, and protein, or is that not going to happen?
It won't be likely to happen, but typically, you want to make sure that you're hitting close to these numbers.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not, for some reason, it doesn't add up exactly to however Jeff planned it out for you.
Uh-huh.
But you just want to try and stick to these numbers as closely as possible.
Okay. So even though it says there, like, that it's it doesn't say the 151, I just know mentally I should have 151.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So then also, when you're adding like chicken, make
Mhm.
sure it's the cooked weight. So let's go ahead and add chicken. So you would want a chicken, you would want to type in like baked chicken, because obviously baked is cooked, right?
Yep.
And I think I had found a good one, because sometimes it's hard to find one for some reason, but you have to find one and then use the same one each time if you can. So this one looks like it probably is pretty accurate. So let's say you're having 4 ounces. So for some reason, it just does 1 ounce on this. So 4 servings of 1 ounce.
Okay.
And that's pretty accurate. Jeff, would you say that 4 ounces of chicken has 36 grams of protein off the top of your head?
Yes, it does.
Yes. So that's an accurate measurement.
Cool.
Same with your potatoes. You would want to measure them after they're cooked on the scale. Rice is cooked measure as well. Oatmeal is dry measure when you type it in. Okay.
Oh.
But everything else is cooked. So same with like ground beef. What else? Fish, turkey. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly everything on your current plan, but you get the gist that your meat should be the cooked measure, right?
Yes. definitely.
Okay. So I'm trying to think what questions do you have specifically?
Okay, so like let's say, for example, the chocolate recovery that I drink after I work out, is there a way you can like manually put that in?
Yeah, you should be able to. What is it called?
Chocolate recovery, is that what it, yeah, from the performance line?
Let's see. Is there a label on it you can scan?
Probably. It's upstairs.
Let's see if it'll pull it up.
Oh,
It looks like it's there.
holy,
So
wow.
I would just make sure, okay, I'm going to add it. I would make sure when you're adding it that it matches what the label says on the recovery drink.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks pretty accurate. Yeah, but I'll double check.
Okay. So yeah, so as long as you're hitting these numbers, you can interchange your foods, but like I said, I want you sticking to the whole clean foods
Right.
as much as possible, especially because Courtney's got a goal of hitting a pretty big goal within about 30, 6
30.
more days.
Yeah, yeah.
So minimal cheats, minimal processed foods, because the salt in them and stuff will make you retain water, and the white refined carbs can do the same. So sticking to typical bodybuilding foods as best as you can for this, I think will bring you the best results.
Totally. Now, what do you think is like if I were to, is it possible instead of having, say, like the rice crackers to have like a piece of fruit, or is that not, you don't want to do that?
Instead of rice cakes,
Yeah.
it should be okay. Yeah. I
Okay.
would try and limit your fruit to like 1 to 2 servings a day right now.
Okay.
Good. Um, and yeah, if you prefer to have that over rice cakes, that's fine. Again, as long as these numbers are adding up here, and then you don't want to go too high over on your sugar as well, because fruit
Right.
can be higher in sugar. So choosing lower glycemic fruits like berries and apples and melon, grapefruit
Perfect.
is good for boosting the metabolism too. So I don't know if you're a fan of that, but
I wish I don't, yeah, it's too bitter for me. I wish I could.
now also let me touch base on this. You do not need to add any of your free foods in on the Fitness Pal. So don't waste your time, tracking those. So the free foods are your fresh salsa, your non-starchy green veggies, which are broccoli, green beans, asparagus, cucumbers, celery, spinach, kale. So those types of things you don't have to log. You can
Okay.
have as many of those as you'd like to help with any hunger or cravings. Just fill up on those. And yeah, because they're just so minimal in calories that it's just not even worth it to track.
Right, right. Now, what about like salt and like like I use Himalayan sea salt, or are you like anti?
Nope, we're not anti-salt people, especially with how active you are because you're weight training and you're also running. So actually, sodium can be good for weight training as far as helping with water retention a little bit because you don't want to be too dehydrated, and it's good for recovery as well. So definitely don't want to like limit sodium. Maybe in your last week up into the cruise, we'll say, hey, watch adding any salt so that you can be nice and tight, and yeah, because salt can make you bloat a little bit too if you're using a lot. But
Yes, definitely. Cool. No, I think this definitely makes more sense. I think it was like on my phone, I was trying to use the app and it wasn't making much sense to me. So,
I want to see if I can try and show you on the phone as well. So I'm going to stop the screen share now and see if I can do that.
okay.
Okay, let's see if I can pull it up, because you can still do this from your phone because you don't want to have to get on your computer every single time you eat something. It's just more convenient to have
Right.
your phone. Can you see this okay? No?
Yes. Yes.
So there's the plus sign
Yep.
and the home button.
The home
All the
button.
way to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry, there's a button that says more with 3 dots.
Okay.
So you're going to want to click that. And you can actually see it says goals on there,
Uh-huh.
nutrition. So you can set your goals on the computer or you can set them through your phone.
Oh, okay.
But where you can log your food in the diary portion down here,
Yep.
and you can actually scan stuff as well. So if you clicked like on meal 4, add food,
Mm-hmm.
and then a list of your frequent foods would come up. So say you had a medium apple, or sorry, let's go with the scanner. See on the top here where it has like the scanner?
Yep.
Where you could scan your foods. So anything that's, not like chicken or potatoes or whatever. So say you did do the Beachbody Performance line, you can try scanning that. But from what I've tried, hasn't let me scan the Shakeology before.
Okay.
So I just type it in. But a majority of things you can scan. So then you go back to that more button,
Mm-hmm.
and then you click nutrition,
Okay.
and then nutrients.
And then nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's where you can see, okay, how many protein, carbs, and fat that you've taken in. It'll say total, goal, and how much you have left.
Oh, cool.
That's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of the way to do it. So that's how I've done it from my phone. I just set it up on my computer.
Yeah. I'm going to do that first and then perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, I hope this was helpful to you, and whoever has taken the time to watch it, I appreciate it. If you guys have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're here to help and make it as simple as possible. So thanks so much for tuning in, and have an awesome day.